Hey guys, welcome back to Bohemian Gents. I'm Brian.
And I'm Cesar.
We did football videos and we listened to you guys. You guys liked them. So we're going to continue this series. And in today's episode,
Today we're going to be doing the awards. We're going to give you preseason predictions in terms of who's going to be winning the awards.
so we're going to start off with who we think is going to win Coach of the Year. I'm going to start it off. I think Coach Nagy of the Chicago Bears is going to turn it around, save his job, win the NFC North by a game over the Packers, and I think he is going to win Coach of the Year. Who do you think?
So I have Sean McDermott of the Buffalo Bills. I think he is going to carry this team, as you guys have already seen, to the Super Bowl. So I do think he's going to be a strong contender throughout the whole year, strong record. We're going to see how well they're coached. I do think he's going to be a pretty easy lockup to win Coach of the Year.
Only reason I don't think he'll win Coach of the Year, I do see them finishing very high in the NFL standings. I think because there's already such a high expectation on him. But I think he'll do a fantastic job.
See, but I think living up to those expectations is what's going to lock it up for him. In terms of Matt Nagy, I do have the Bears as a playoff team, but Matt Nagy needs deep playoff runs at this point because we saw what he did with Michael Trubisky, but their defense is not as loaded as it was a couple years ago. So I think it's going to be really hard for him. But who do you think is going to be the comeback player of the year?
Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz can stay healthy, we know he has the talent, we know he has the correct mindset and the arm. If he can give us 14 games at the end of the season, if he misses the first or second game, he will be over 4,000 yards, over 35 touchdowns, keep the ball safe, lead the Colts to the AFC title. I think he'll win Comeback Player of the Year.
Remember, you said if. This is a big if that you're putting on Carson Wentz. He's already missed time. He's in COVID protocol.
But
it's going to be a reoccurring thing with him. So I do think he's a big if, which is why he's not even in contention for me.
Which is why we traded the draft picks that we did. That we gave him what we did. If he pans out, it turns into a second round pick.
Wait, you guys, what the Colts need to do is bring in Nick Foles to win you guys the Super Bowl.
No, never. Never. Colts, Indianapolis, I will boycott football. Do not do that to me, please.
Not the video for that. But the obvious comeback player of the year, Nick Bosa. Coming off a knee injury, he is going to wreck the league. Double-digit sacks. I think he is going to be wrecking to be dealt with on that defensive line. So I think Nick Bosa is the obvious comeback player of the year. And
so I see a certain person is going with the easy picks.
No, I'm
the
going with
obvious choices.
The right picks. And the right pick for defensive rookie of the year. Kind of a surprise pick because I don't think he's going to be part of a strong defensive unit, but I think he's going to have strong individual numbers, which will win him the award. This is Michael Parsons on the Dallas Cowboys. I think he's going to have pretty good stats as a rookie. I think he's going to be an obvious leader for a lackluster defense that the Cowboys are going to have. So I think it's going to make him an obvious choice for the defensive rookie of the year.
Well, I agree that he could win Defensive Rookie of the Year, but because I think he'd stand out on a good Cowboys defensive team. You have DeMarcus Lawrence on the edge. You have Diggs.
Hasn't performed in a couple years.
Yes, he has.
DeMarcus Lawrence numbers have dramatically dropped ever since he signed his contract.
Okay. He signed his contract last year.
Yeah.
One season.
Yeah.
During COVID.
You don't bounce back.
Okay, so I think he has a potential to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, but the Cowboys do have a good squad, especially with Diggs playing corner. They still got Jones, I believe, and DeMarcus Lawrence, Van Der Esch, someone that he can lead by example with Michael Parsons. But with the Defensive Rookie of the Year that I am choosing is Greg Rousseau, the D end out of Miami. He's a 6'7" defensive end, long arms. He has an amazing ability to disengage from offensive linemen, and he can bend around the edge. He was a late first round pick, but I can honestly see him finishing with 10, 11 sacks this year, especially with Ed Oliver dominating the up front of the Bills defensive line. So Greg Rousseau, late draft pick. I wish the Colts would have drafted him, but I can see him getting double-digit sacks as a rookie, which would be huge.
It definitely could be possible on that Bills front. Obviously, Bills are going to be putting up big numbers, so I think the other teams are going to be pass happy, give him a lot of opportunity, but I don't think he'll be better than Michael Parsons. But I'll let you kind of continue here. Who's going to be your offensive rookie of the year?
Justin Fields going to lead the Bears to that first place finish. He might not start week 1. He might not start week 2. But by week 3, he's going to take over the team, and he's going to lead that team to a first place finish.
So this is one pick you got right. I do believe Justin Fields is going to be the offensive rookie of the year. I don't see anyone else really contending with him. The only other rookie that might be kind of up there with him might be Kyle Pitts. He's going to put up big numbers in the Falcons offense. And maybe Trey Lance if he starts early enough. Obviously, Lawrence, I think, is going to have a rough year as a rookie quarterback on the Jaguars. Matt Jones, I think, is going to be seen too much as a system quarterback to get that vibe. I don't really see anyone else really competing. I think it's obviously going to be between those, and I do think Justin Fields is probably going to be the starter by week 2 or 3. They have to. I think they've already committed to Dalton at this point, but it's obvious Justin Fields is the future, and the future is now for them.
Yeah, if Matt Nagy wants to save his job and win Coach of the Year like I'm predicting, Dalton, thanks for being a professional, but we need to go with Fields.
Definitely. So that kind of wraps. That was a pretty nice consensus on there. I'll move on here. Defensive Player of the Year. I have Jalen Ramsey. I do think he's going to have an amazing statistical year. I think he's going to outshine Aaron Donald on that team because I think Aaron Donald is a victim of his own success. Still the best defensive lineman in football. Sorry, Cam Jordan, I love you, but this guy's just better than you. I think you're a good
top
5, maybe even second on a good day for you. But I do think Jalen Ramsey is going to be a lockdown corner for them. I think he's gonna put up great statistical numbers, and I think because of the statistics that he's going to put up that Aaron Donald won't, because he's triple teamed on every play, he's going to be the highlight of that defense and carry him to Defensive Player of the Year. Who do you have as Defensive Player of the Year?
I have Myles Garrett winning Defensive Player of the Year.
The Browns, okay.
Last year, I believe he had 9 sacks through the first 7 games before he got shut down due to COVID. If he comes back hungry and healthy, which I believe he is, I think he's just going to tear up NFL offensive linemen. He's just so powerful and fast and strong, and he does play on the edge.
They got him. He has Clowney on the other side now.
He has Clowney. He has Oliver, Vernon. So he has a lot of bodies that they can rotate to keep him fresh and just dominate on passing situations. And the other thing too, he's really good against the run. Normally, solid and elite pass rushers, you can run the ball at them, and it kind of takes them out of the play. But even when Quentin Nelson pulling on him, or just one-on-one blocks, he does not go down. He will find a way to stay up and try to disrupt the play. Myles Garrett is the one player I wish that I could go and just pick off the Browns or any team and just dump into the Colts.
Yeah, Myles Garrett is going to be a beast. I think he'll definitely be up there for Defensive Player of the Year, but I think you got it wrong on that one. But Offensive Player of the Year, who do you got there?
Kyler Murray. And the Arizona Cardinals are going to light up NFL defenses.
No.
Even with the Rams and the Seahawks and the Niners and the NFC West, I think Kyler Murray's going to be putting up 3-4 touchdown performances week in, week out. And the amazing thing is he can do it on the ground as well. He's a natural runner. He's not as elite as Lamar Jackson in that aspect, but he knows when to run. He knows when to keep the ball, when to slide, keep himself healthy, and he makes smart decisions. So I think Kyler Murray will be the offensive player of the year in the NFL.
Speaking of Lamar Jackson, he will not be the offensive player of the year. It's obviously going to be Patrick Mahomes. 5,000 yards, maybe 40 touchdowns.
45-ish.
Maybe stays under double-digit interceptions. I think he's going to be a hard player to deal with this year. He's obviously going to be racking up statistics all over the place, and Kyler Murray is going to be forgotten by week 8 or 9 when he's 4th place in his division and not having a chance to even come close to winning that division. Patrick Mahomes, the obvious choice and the clear winner for Offensive Player of the Year. And that does make Josh Allen the MVP because he's going to have the best record in football.
So, I like Josh Allen. If he would have been your Offensive Player of the Year, I would have accepted that. But there's one dude who's going to win MVP, and that's going to be Patrick Mahomes. I do not think the voters will have voter fatigue with him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just does stuff every week that it just amazes you. He'll throw with his left hand, he'll run for a touchdown, he'll sidearm a ball, underhand a ball, lateral a ball. He has so many different arm angles. Now that there's, 18 games? Or 17 games?
18 weeks, 17 games.
17 games. I can see him going for 5,200 yards, 55 touchdowns.
I think Manning has the record at 54.
Manning has the record. This could be a year that Mahomes breaks it. Obviously, he has that extra game. And now with the Chargers being more competitive, I could see that motivating him a little more and the Chiefs a little more to go out there and really blow out teams every week. And again, you can't knock the value of that extra game. In that one extra game, he could literally go out and throw 400 yards, 5 touchdowns in the first 3 quarters and shatter every record.
No, agreed. I don't disagree with anything you just said about Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, if not the best, up there and arguably best quarterback in the league right now. I don't dispute that Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback and a better player.
Yeah.
But does that make him more valuable? Because the weapons he has around him, I think, is what's going to give Josh Allen that kind of step up. Because don't get me wrong, Josh Allen has weapons.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs, they have weapons on that team, which is why he's going to put up amazing numbers this year as well. I would not be surprised to see Josh Allen at 4,800, 4,900 yards.
Neither would I.
Maybe even crossing that 5,000.
I don't think he'll get 5,000 only because he runs the ball so well.
Only reason why I do say 5,000 is because they do have that extra game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only, I think, 320 yards a game, maybe less. It's not that many yards really when you.
Well, if you do 320 over 17 games, that's 3,000 plus another 21,000. You're looking at 5,100 yards.
Yeah. So.
But again, I can see a few games where Josh Allen only has 180 yards, but also has like 120 rushing yards.
Agreed. Which is why I think he's going to be the MVP. I think he'll have more of that. Patrick Mahomes can run.
Yeah.
He's elusive, but he's not known for his physicality.
He's not as natural as a runner as Josh Allen.
And I think the fact that the Chiefs are seen as the top AFC team right now, when Josh Allen gets that number 1 seed, it's going to propel him to that MVP. I think it's a pretty obvious choice if you ask me. So there you guys have it. preseason predictions for the NFL awards. Obviously, if you want the right picks, look right here.
To the right.
If you want to see who's
look
the
right
second,
here to the right.
If you want to see who's the only pick he got right is Justin Fields. let's get that straight. But obviously, guys, we appreciate you guys sticking through the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. We got our quarterback video coming out very soon. We're gonna rank them all week 1 starters. Coming for you here in a couple days, so be on the lookout for that one. Like and subscribe, guys. See ya.